Sandra Burke from Winona Volunteer Services joins us today. And Sandra, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to talk about a couple of things today, but mostly we're going to talk about March Food Share Month, which now we're into April and things are kind of wrapping up. Do you still have some stuff kind of trickling in yet?
We do. This is our big push. The end of the month into the last week that we can count food and cash donations is going to be April 7th. So we are right now just making sure that everyone that has food barrels, that we're able to pick them up, or they're able to drop off the food to us before April 7th. Same thing with cash donations. If churches have done drives at their parish and they have cash to give us, we encourage them to get it into us before April 7th. That's the deadline.
And it's important for them to get that to you because doesn't that play a part into receiving, is it matching funds? Or?
It is. We're leveraging our local donation dollars. So everything we collect during this March food campaign, we're able then to get additional dollars, not only from the Minneapolis Council of Churches, but also from the Alan Feinstein Foundation. So we're hoping to meet our goal. Our goal this year is at least raising $33,000 in cash and about 23,000 pounds of food. And we're close. We're not there, but we're very close.
I know when the whole thing kicked off that first week in March, a question came up at your press conference, didn't you just have 10 days of giving? But you go through that, more than that, what was collected in a month, right?
We did. The actual food that was collected for 10 days of giving was almost 30,000 pounds, and we distribute between 33 and 35,000 pounds of food each month. So the canned goods and the non-perishable items that came in are gone. And same thing with the March campaign. As the food comes in, people are shopping every day and that food goes out. The good news is that the cash, I haven't spent all of that, so we're able then to purchase food on a monthly basis from the Channel One Food Bank. And that enables me to have food available throughout the year, especially when we don't have a major food drive.
And that's most of the year.
That's correct.
You really only have, the post office will have theirs coming up
in May, second Saturday of May, and that's a one-day event. And then the next one will be 10 days of giving. So the March campaign, even though it's 3 months after 10 days of giving, it's our first major food drive of the year. It sets the tone for the community to say, hey, we can't forget about the folks that use the food shelf. And it also helps us, kick off the year and enables us to have food available, for the next 8 months.
And about how many people are using the food shelf now? Are you seeing that starting to go down as the economy kind of comes back up a little bit?
We have seen a slight decline in the numbers that have used the food shelf. So in our stats for 2013, we had an average of 906 households using the food shelf. At one point 2 years ago, we were at over 960 households. So we are seeing that decline. That's a good thing. We don't know exactly if it's because people are getting back to work, if they're getting their additional hours, or if they've just moved away. But we're hoping it's because they don't need us.
All right. And so the barrels are still out and people can find those, like a lot of businesses, churches have them.
Right, churches, certainly Midtown Hy-Vee, Bluff Country Co-op. Menards was doing a big push thanks to their corporate offices saying, let's support the March campaign. Our staff will be going around on Friday picking up and helping folks get that food to us. So if for some reason next week Monday comes along and you still see that bag sitting by your counter, bring it to us. My report won't go in until late afternoon on Monday, April 7th.
Okay, very good. So we encourage
Yes.
people to stop by, find a barrel, or if you can't find a barrel, just drop it off at your address.
Address 402 East 2nd Street, and that's in Winona, 55987. And if you want to mail us the check, get it in the mail today. Once again, as long as we get it by Monday, it'll be counted in the drive. And I promise I won't bug you then for until 10 days of giving. But this is important to the folks that use the food shelf, and we're all here supporting to make sure no one goes hungry here in Winona County.